Greetings of the day. I Asha K, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology, is going to present the concepts of DSP, architecture and algorithms. Now we are going to learn DSP system, a digital signal processing system. The main building blocks of digital signal processing system are analog front end, which consists of anti-aliasing filter to remove the unwanted information, and also to band limit the signal we use a low pass filter, and a sample and circuit is the second one, and the third component is analog to digital converter, also known as ADC. The input to the analog front end consists of analog signal, which is continuous in time. This is represented as x of t, and with the help of anti-aliasing low pass filter, we're going to band limit the signal, and then it is passed through the sample and hold circuit. So with the help of analog to digital conversion process, which consists of like input analog signal converted into an sampled data with the help of sample and hold circuit, and later pass it through the quantizer, which quantizes to the voltage levels, and we are going to get the quantized output. Later it will be converted to a digital data with the help of encoders. So encoders are used to convert data into digital representation. That digital data is an input to the digital signal processor. The digital processor will process the data based upon the application and produces the digital output. This digital output is again connected as an input to the analog backend, which consists of digital to analog converter and also a reconstruction filter to reconstruct the original data from the digital data that can be understandable by the real world. The block diagram of digital signal processing system is shown in figure, and these are the main components, that is analog front end, DSP processor and analog back end. Issues to be considered for designing and implementing the DSP system. The issues to be considered for implementing and designing the DSP system are: the first one will be having the complexity of the algorithm. This complexity of the algorithm depends on the operation that is performed on the DSP processor, and which is decided by the application of the DSP processor. And the second one that we have is the sample rate. The rate at which the data is processed, that depends on the sample rate, and here the sample rate also decides the data received, processed, and this data received and processed varies from one application to another application. The third one that we have in the issue, the main issue that considered in the implementing of the DSP system is the speed issue. Every DSP processor will have its a particular clock rate or the speed which is used to perform the operations. This depends on the technology to meet the specified throughput requirement for the given sample rate. The last one that we have is data representation. Here, how the data or number format is represented in the DSP processor is discussed. The format and the number of bits used for data representation, it depends on the arithmetic precision and dynamic range of the data that is required for the given application. Now we discuss major features for programmable digital signal processor. The four major features are multiply and accumulate hardware, Harvard architecture, zero overhead looping, and specialized addressing. The DSP processor will have a specialized multiply and accumulation unit, which consists of multiplier and an accumulator to store the data. And this multiply and accumulate hardware is the special feature of the DSP processor to multiply and accumulate the instructions. Since the DSP processor involves multiplication and accumulation as the main mathematical equations. The second one what we have here is the Harvard architecture. In Harvard architecture, memory concept will be having space memory with program memory and the data memory. So this partition of program memory and data memory separately handled by the processor will help us to process the data in a much faster rate compared to the old architecture, von Neumann architecture. Each one is having its own special advantages. The third main concept, the major architectural features are zero overhead looping. In zero overhead looping, its main characteristic of the DSP algorithm, this handles the time spent on executing the instructions that contains relatively small loops. So what is zero overhead looping? Zero overhead looping means that the processor can execute the loops without consuming cycles to test the values of the loop counter, and also performs a branch on the top of the loop and decrement the loop counter. Zero overhead looping, it is a specialized hardware unit used to avoid the branching and looping related problems in the DSP architecture. The fourth major feature that we have here is specialized addressing. In specialized addressing, we have two types of specialized addressing. One is circular addressing and the second one is bit reversed indexed addressing. Circular addressing, it is used in digital filter uh, delay lines, whereas bit reversed index addressing used for fast Fourier transform analysis. It is used in filters, circular addressing used in filters, whereas bit reversed addressing is used in fast Fourier transform algorithm. Thank you all.